Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are welcome to Teach and Win. You've brightened up our classroom. Thank you very much. Please tell us your name
Okay,
and which class you'll be teaching.
okay, sir. I'm by name Mr. Babakai Victor from Bethel Kingdom Memorial Model School, Niger State, and I'll be taking mathematics, and my code is 005 VA, 005 VA, and I'll be taking SS1 class. That is between the age of 13 to 15 years. Okay.
Okay, Victor, what subject, you already told us, what topic are you teaching?
I'll be taking probability.
Probability. I see.
Okay, Victor, so what's your objective at the end of this lesson?
My objective at the end of this lesson is one, by the end of the lesson, my learners should be able to understand the concept of mutually exclusive events in probability. Two, be able to apply the concept of mutually exclusive events of probability to their everyday life. And three, they should be able to tackle calculations as it involves mutually exclusive events in probability.
Right, so if you press that blue button, it's going to give you 5 minutes. Just press it once, the one that says repeat blue, and that's your 5 minutes. Watch your time. Let's go.
So good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome to the mathematics class for today. In our previous class, we've started the topic probability, of which we've defined probability. So you, Chukudi, can you quickly tell us what we learned in the last class? Okay, do you hear him? He said probability is the branch of mathematics that deals with chances, how things occur. For example, I told you in the last class that there's a probability for everything in life, right? You still remember, right? Now, good. Now, what is probability that everybody will die? What are the chances that everybody will die? 1. Why did you say 1?
Because it's a certainty.
Because it's a certainty. Clap for him.
As long as you're not Enoch.
Yeah, it's correct to say. Because everybody must die. And that's what I told you in the last class. Okay, what is probability that when you get home, your mom is going to prepare that fried rice and chicken you are planning? You don't know, because it's either you get home and meet Gary, or you get home and meet what? The fried rice and chicken. That means what? 1/2. There's a probability that it will happen and it will not happen. Now, but for today's class, we are going to do something different. Are you ready?
Yes.
You are sure you are ready? Okay, I want to do something for me. Inebeka, can you sneeze and laugh at the same time?
No, sir.
Try it. Don't tell me no. You've not tried it. Try it. Sneeze and laugh. I said try it. You see, it's not possible to sneeze and laugh at the same time. Because such actions cannot be done simultaneous. And that is called what? Mutually exclusive events. When you have events that they cannot occur at the same time, or they cannot occur simultaneously, you call it what? A mutually exclusive event. Okay, let me show you something. I have something. Here's it. I have something. Okay, it's here. I have something for you. Now, what is this? What the model of this? The model of what?
A die.
A die. What do we use die for?
Games.
Games. Good. What kind of game?
Ludo.
Ludo. How many of you play Ludo here?
I do.
Look at my champion. So you all play Ludo.
I do.
Okay, now a die has how many faces? 6, right?
Yes.
That means the total outcome of this die is what? What is the total outcome? From what I taught you last week?
6.
6. So now, let's look at it. I want to roll the die now. We roll. Come. Come at us. What number is this? 4, right? 4. Good. Now, is it possible for me to have 4 and 1 at the same time?
No.
So can I say that the outcome of a die rolled once is mutually exclusive? Can I? Yes, because I cannot have 2 outcomes at the same time. Now, look at this again. What is this? A pack of cards, right? What number is this?
1,
This,
2,
this,
3,
and we have up to what?
6, 7,
8. Good. Now, if I decide to scatter these cards the way they are, okay, is it possible for me to pick 2, 1 at the same time?
No.
That means I can say that this one is also what? A mutually exclusive event. Because I cannot have those two actions occurring what? At the same time, or have them occurring what? Simultaneously. Are we getting it now?
Yes.
Are we getting it?
Yes.
You can't be eating your food and you're telling the food not to reduce. True or false? You are eating and you're telling the food not to reduce. That means eating your food and the volume is what?
It's reducing.
It's not reduced. So you cannot be eating and expecting the volume not to reduce. That means what? A mutually exclusive event. Then can we take an example on it and see how it works?
Yes.
Can we take an example on it? Okay, fine. Now this is the die. Okay, from the acceleration, let's do this together.
What's your time?
Okay, example 1. Okay, just quickly, I will dictate, then you write. Okay, now we have find the outcome or what is probability of getting a 1 or a 2 when a fair die is rolled once. Probability of getting a 1 or a 2 when a fair die is rolled once. To get that quickly, we take what? We take
1/3. That's for your lesson. Thank you, no, you've done enough, and time is up. So we're going to start with Prof this time, then we'll come to Dr. Prof, please.
Yeah, I'm okay. Really, I commend your not talking to the board while you enter the class to write the first things you wrote on the board, the date, the topic, the title, the what. It's a commendable because almost everybody who had come before this did that and committed that mistake. It's good for me. And then when you, by the time you finish writing on the notice on the board, you now came to say good morning class again. That's good for me. Then secondly, you demonstrated, you engaged, it's a good one, you engaged us. These young ones like these demonstrations. Mathematics being a technical science, you brought very good materials. I also get impressed about your loudness. You talked to us, you communicated, you engaged. You are very interesting. However, time, please watch out.
okay, sir.
Time, because you couldn't conclude.
Yes, sir.
And conclusion is part of this type of lesson.
Yes, sir.
You should be able to say bye-bye class.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Prof. That's succinct. Doctor.
Yes, I must say well done. I'm not a mathematician, but I enjoyed the class.
Good.
And it made me start looking at maths in a different way. You know, so okay, so maths, we sort of like, we learned through play.
Yes, sir.
Because that's exactly what you did. And well done, you involved the learners very well, you engaged us, you called names, and you look very smart, I must commend you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You look very smart. Topic well explained.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I teach maths as well, so I really enjoyed it. Well, I just think once you start to talk numbers, I get excited. I don't know why. But thank you very much, Victor. Okay, so I'll tell you a few things. I like the fact that you were able to talk about it being mutually exclusive by saying things you cannot do at the same time. For example, can you sneeze and laugh at the same time? They'll probably remember that. There's another one you could say, can you lick your elbow? Yes, well, but no, I suppose that's just one event. But to go on to another point you made, I like the fact that you came with your own die, you came with your own pack of cards, homemade, but it proves the point and it gives them a clear example. Now, Prof did commend you for not talking while you were at the board, because people do that to save time, but then sometimes it seems impolite. But nonetheless, here's a question for you. Could you have given them a question to work on while you were writing on the board? Because you see, for me, I always say the first minute of any lesson sets the tone. So so I would have sent them a question like, okay, because we're dealing with probability today, as you've introduced it, I'd say, okay, what I want you to all do is think of two numbers that lie between 0 and 1. Because you know, most of our answers in probability, not all, depending on what you're doing, most of our answers lie between 0 and 1. And so you can express it as a fraction, or as a
decimal,
or as a percentage.
Percentages.
Yeah, and then you look at the words that go along with that. So that's what I could have given them in the first 1 minute to do. Just a little tip there for you, because the idea that you spent 50 seconds, which is close to 20% of your time, just silence. What are they learning within those 50 seconds, given that the first minute sets the tone? Then the other thing I would mention is, well, you had good energy. We like that. So I think that was the main thing. Yeah, that was the main thing. Everything else was just commendations, and there are many things to commend you about. So thank you very much, Victor. I enjoyed it.
Additionally, for our boss, gives us ask you some question. I would have wanted to know how we will have concluded this lesson, which you missed.
Okay.
You wanted to do something, and then the time caught up with you. How would you have concluded the lesson?
I would have concluded the lesson by asking my learners certain questions based on what I've taught them.
Like what?
Like, okay, fine, I've asked them, picking a number from 1 to 8,
Okay.
what is the probability of having either a 2 or a 3?
Okay.
Yes, I will have given them a question like that from the visual explanation. Then, with that, give them an assignment as well to keep them busy at home.
All right, I think I will take it up from where Prof stopped. That is what I'm looking out for. And, well, everybody has commended your teaching. Good job there. You just did something that I did not so much appreciate. You spent so much time explaining without giving them a practical, workable example, worked example in the classroom. You know, you could have just done all of that in 4 minutes and give them something that we can see. What's the probability that if I throw a die once, I will get a 2 or a 3? And then they work it out. It's going to be 1/6 plus 1/6. Then it's going to be 2/6. And that was because in examination, that is where they are going to end it. And that is where you should have ended it.
Okay,
Apart from that, fantastic lesson there.
Thank you, sir.
Nice and snazzy, Victor. Well done.
Sir.
Take care, yeah?
Victor.